This is the John Prine Beyond Words, and truly is. It is beyond words. Golly. So once upon a time it was the first time in my ever life I was ever what not people go clinically depressed, but like a real bummer to be around, like a real downer to be around. And I just couldn't get myself having any kind of fun. And I thought to myself, I remembered something that my friend Hunter Thompson had said during a kind of an addled state. He said, well, I don't know if I can do his voice after having a turkey, cheese, and Duke's mayonnaise sandwich, but we're going to have to rely on John Prine for the sense of humor, which I thought was like one of those addled things that you say. But we did end up listening. But as it turned out, that it came to me as I was feeling so miserable. And somewhere you made, or there's a record that John made that you made this, like, it's got a whole lot of tracks on it. It's got like 26 or 7 tracks on it, maybe 30.
Great Days?
What's it called?
Great Days.
It's Great Days. And there's a lot of tracks on it, more than I ever saw. And I remember listening, and I think this song was about track 22 or 26 or something. It's deep. And
It was a deep one.
It's deep, and it's like way, way in it. I'm thinking to myself, who the hell put him in charge of the sense of humor as I'm going way into this record? But there it was. This song, Linda Goes to Mars, and I heard that song and I went, And that was the beginning of the return.
That's great.
That was the very bottom. On Linda Goes to Mars, I have a very
And when you wish, you bring me something home.
I wonder if she'd bring me some, I don't know what it was that made me laugh at it, but God, it could have been, I wonder if she'd bring me some, but I remember going, and I thought, that just happened. It just happened. That was a great day. So I owe you one. Back when I started acting in Chicago, I wasn't very good, and I remember my first experience on the stage. I was so bad I just walked out on the street and started walking. And I walked for a couple of hours, and I realized I'd walked the wrong direction. Not just the wrong direction in terms of where I live, but the wrong direction in terms of a desire to stay alive. And so this may be a little bit not completely true, but it's pretty true that I walked. I then thought, well, if I'm going to die where I am, I may as well just go over towards the lake, and maybe I'll float for a while after I'm dead. So I walked over towards the lake, and as I got there, I realized I'd hit Michigan Avenue, and I thought, well, Michigan Avenue, that runs north too, and so I started walking north, and I ended up in front of the Art Institute of Chicago, and I just walked inside, and I didn't feel like I had any place being there, and they used to ask you for a donation, you know, when you walk into a museum, and I just walked right through because I was ready to die and pretty much dead. And I walked in, and there's a painting there, and I don't even know who painted it, but I think it's called the Song of the Lark, and it's a woman working in a field, and there's a sunrise behind her. And I've always loved this painting, and I saw it that day, and I just thought, well, look, there's a girl who doesn't have a whole lot of prospects, but the sun's coming up anyway, and she's got another chance at it. So I think that gave me some sort of feeling that I too am a person and get another chance every day the sun comes up.